Yo, what's up, team? Your boy J3 is back in the building. I got a special guest for you motherfuckers today.
Running Joe Genji, Cyborgpedia. What's up, bro?
What up, bro?
Chillin'.
We back in the building once again for Season 3 Stranger Things.
Spoiler review.
It was so hard doing a spoiler-free review.
Oh, it always is.
So much in this season. So much to talk about. I can't wait to dive in this. Before I do, I got to give a shout out to my boy Ronan for introducing me to Stranger Things. He told me a day before Season 1 even started about the Goonies, the E.T., all that jazz. Got it hooked onto it. Haven't stopped loving it since.
That's tight.
Man, let's get into this motherfucking movie.
Let's do it.
Let's watch the trailer real quick.
At least someone's happy I'm home. It's just a dream. You're dreaming. What did you think? We're just gonna sit in my basement all day? Play games for the rest of our lives?
Happy 4th of July!
Now that's the type of trailer I'm talking about, G.
Epicness
all
around.
I can't get over it watching that trailer and knowing what we got in this season.
Because it's a movie experience.
This
show was meant to be binged.
This show was meant for us.
Yeah, that too.
Because you don't have a lot of material like this out there. And Cobra Kai came and did their thing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, surprised as well.
But Stranger Things comes every year, something like that.
Original story too.
Original story.
Nostalgia in there, you know.
Obviously they have a lot of influence. The Duffer Brothers have a big influence of what the 80s was, those type of films. And it makes you, when you watch this show and you see how they brought this world together, it's so authentic and organic. I swear they filmed it in the 80s.
Yeah. That's another great thing too. The look, the fashion, everything, pop culture references. They're such fascinated with the details and the details on the grand scale. Like they give you everything. They give you everything.
It was
promotion, the commercials, the ads.
There was a shot with Lucas walking in the grocery store and he went down a cereal aisle. I said, God damn! They got the Ghostbusters, the Mr. Puffs, and they got the Ghostbusters cereal.
Yeah.
I was like, I had that sheet, man.
Nope. Same thing.
I had that.
The Coca-Cola.
Bruh, come on.
Cans. Yep.
Damn. Like, how did he get that?
So, I gotta ask, what's your favorite Easter egg references in this season? I got like maybe 3.
I got a lot, but
I'm gonna say episode 1, when they stuck into the theater to watch George Romero's Day of the Dead.
All right.
That was nice.
The other one for me was when they went in and snuck in the theater when they got out of the Russian Back to the Future was playing.
Was that not dope how they used the score from the movie? I caught that. I was like, wait a minute, did they just use Sylvester's music into the scene for the suspense? That was brilliant.
Yes.
I don't know how they did that and how they got the rights to do that, but it was clever.
Steven Spielberg, I know he let that fly.
They
he likes
the fourth
creativity.
Wall. Yeah.
And you can, man, let's get into this shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these characters, bro.
Let's talk about them. The new additions. So we got Robin.
And
then we got
Erica.
Yeah.
Erica Sinclair is Lucas's little sister.
Yeah.
You guys remember? Was it the same girl that was on the one who had a He-Man?
Same girl.
Same girl.
Yeah.
She's feisty.
Season 2. Yep. Same thing.
She's a blend of Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell. She'll snap at you like Pam. And she'll snap at you like Gina. Like, she is like...
But she has logic with that, common sense.
She's fucking smart.
And she's hilarious.
She's a mathematician, bro.
Yeah.
She's sitting up there doing those equations.
Numbers was her thing. And she added and helped out in those situations. She was always thinking.
Bruh. Ice cream for life. Remember that.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
She had her little black crew.
Oh,
yeah. Little hood kids.
Hanging out at the mall rats. That was the episode of Mall Rats.
What was it, 6 black girls?
6
5 of them?
It was about 6.
And she was the head honcho of them, man.
Getting
Eating
samples,
ice cream.
different flavors, chilling.
Just eating ice cream, man.
Messing with Steve, giving him a hard time.
In the mall.
Yeah.
Lucas like, cool, what are you doing here?
And like, I love how every situation she was in, everyone always questioned her, but she always had a defense for everything. She always had a comeback for everything.
Yeah.
And she had an answer for everything when it came to knowledge of getting out of a situation. She's very three-dimensional. And I like that they showed that.
One of the things I like when you say that is cool. I respect that because I feel the same way to a degree. Because one of the things about it, this girl's 10 years old.
Yeah. Phenomenal
actress. I don't even know her name. What is it? Pariah, something like that.
Pariah.
Pariah Fergus.
Mm-hmm.
She did a phenomenal job, and I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first saw that, when she was in the mall eating ice cream, right? I was like, man, she's annoying, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got. And I was like, damn, man, she a snapper, bruh. But the more you hung with her,
yeah,
you understood that she wasn't ratchet or hood. She was too grown for her own good.
Yeah.
She's 10 years old, and she's a genius.
She's looking ahead all the time.
She's so far up there. You're like, and so you realistically you look at it like, should I be mad at her or just take it because she's 10 and she's a genius?
There was never a moment where she was lost. She's always aware and knows what's going on around her.
She had backup plans. My homegirl always backs me up. You better hope I'm out of here, out of this elevator before the morning time because I ain't got nothing after that.
Yeah, it's after 10. They're going to be looking for me.
A child endangerment.
Curfews, like she was thinking about what could go wrong.
Yeah.
Knowing what the situation already went bad and how we can get out of it. And then how she told Dustin to get the weapon, it ended up coming in handy.
Bro, they effed
crazy.
They effed the
you know what I mean?
Dr. Hugo Strange up, my nigga.
How did you find out about this? The code's in the ice cream shop. Yeah, that was crazy. And then she found out, what was it she said? She was like, something, you guys left your code on like a paper or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, over the radio. They did it over the radio.
Over the radio, yeah.
That was hilarious, man.
She did a great job. I like Erica. Can't wait to see her moving forward with this group of nerds she like to call. And Dustin acknowledged it to her that she was a nerd too.
They're going to be friends.
Oh, they're going to be close.
They're going to be tight.
They're going to be real close.
Yep.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
She is what Dustin needs. Dustin is building, I ain't going to lie, Lucas, Will, and Mike are not what Dustin needs. They're not. Steve, Erica, and his new girlfriend, and Robin, that's his team. That's his team.
That's a solid team.
Because Dustin, I ain't gonna lie, he's cool.
Yeah, and he's inventive.
And hanging with them dudes kind of put him down a step. And I understand, he had no teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
I think if Dustin was like like you know what I mean, like he has teeth in it, and I think he would have been one of the cool kids.
He's smart. He's an individual. He's a loner. He gets stuff done on his own. He's always creating things.
Oh yeah.
He created a satellite, bro. Talking to his chick. Like they went to the top of the mountain, made a radio. He was always looking for something interesting.
Every summer he's gone.
He's an adventurer mentality.
Yeah.
I want to go have some fun. I know this is dangerous, but it's amazing. He's that just like season 1 and 2.
Exactly.
We almost, like you said, he almost died, but this is awesome.
Yeah.
He's always on an adventure, no matter what.
And he's his own man, like you said. He's his own man. He comes in, he does his own thing. Another member of his team, I like to call it the Dustin Squad.
Okay, I'll run with that.
Dustin has recruited Steve. You guys know Steve from season 1, season 2.
Big brother and little brother. They got chemistry too, man.
They have a great chemistry, man. And Steve is like, this season opens up so much for Steve. Because Steve, has the good hair. He's still popular.
Yeah, always has been.
But he's not the same after him and, what's her name?
Nancy.
Nancy broke up.
Yeah.
And
those fights he had,
he was getting knocked
out,
people
said that he kind of looked down on others, but I think Steve was just always to himself. He couldn't help that.
It was the people he was around.
Yeah, that's putting that image on him. But
exactly.
He was always about his schooling, his books.
Yeah.
He was a good person to people, they just never gave him a shot.
Yeah, and they expected something from him.
Right, because he was that guy.
Because he was that guy. And
Even the new dude, what was his name? Billy.
Billy.
Where's this guy that everybody's been talking about when they was fighting in the apartment?
Yeah.
He challenged him because he heard all the stories.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? I've been waiting to meet him. Where is he?
And whooped his ass.
Yeah.
Steve couldn't win. It wasn't no none of that shit. But Steve has came in and he's part team Dustin.
Yeah.
Erica's part team Dustin. And
That's
the
his
new
team.
recruiter, new team member. You guys seen her from season 2. She worked with was they there season 2? She wasn't there season. She was there season.
Max? Yeah.
No, not Max. The other girl.
Robin? No, she's here.
She's only here.
Yeah.
He didn't have the job in season 1.
No.
Season 2.
No.
He didn't.
No.
All right.
This is their first time going to this new mall.
All right. So because they just built it. All
Yeah.
right, for sure. So we got Robin. See how it feel? It feel like, bruh.
I feel like she's been around though.
It
We
feels
just
like
haven't seen her.
it feels like they just been there.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the great thing about the new additions. The actors are so good they can come in and just shine like that and build in and then get to know everybody else. But they're still outsiders. But once they come in, they feel like they were already here. They've already feel welcome. It's not like they have to earn their stripes. We're already
bro.
with them.
How a girl in Utah,
Yeah.
Salt Lake, Utah, on an intercom steals your heart? How's that possible? And then you should know these answers, Dustin.
The laws of Dustin. There we go.
Dustin squad is solid.
It is.
And Robin, I love Robin's character.
You learned a lot about her just when they were at work.
Yep.
It's crazy. The little small environment, they were bored, but it was being around each other that kept the day going by fast and them just talking and learning things. And she learned more about Steve and his friends, Dustin and all them. Like, why are you only know youngsters and stuff? You don't have no older friends? She was teasing them. But she's like, these guys, they know stuff.
Some shit's going down.
Yeah, and I want to get involved. She jumped in.
And she's just as smart as they are.
Yeah. And then they found out that, she spoke different languages and broke that barrier. Like, well, we need to, figure out what this is. Mm-hmm. So they brought her in. She's like, well, I just want to do it. I want to know what's going on. Not really caring about what the situation was, but just being helpful. Then she found out the plot got bigger than what it was and that they were into some stuff. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm going to stick around.
I like Robin's character.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about her later throughout this review. But Dustin's squad is solid. Them mother freakers, I enjoyed seeing them infiltrate the Russians' laboratory down underneath the mall.
Dude, that first half of that season was like a setup of like a darker kind of Close Encounters. Mm-hmm. Like this season 3 felt like a full-on John Carpenter movie.
Bruh,
it was body horror like a mother freaking here. This was the thing. Yeah. Season 3 was the thing.
And the crazy thing about this season
is crazy.
There was so much emotions in it. So much emotions in it.
Because we got closer than ever before. We were still learning about them, but now we have such a history with them. And they're older.
From season 1 to 3, I've not seen a show that's this consistent with the character development. Now I ain't gonna lie, and when you go to Team 11, Mike, Lucas, Mad Max, and 11, Lucas and Mike. This is the thing, Mike. Season 1 and 2, Mike was all about Will.
Facts.
So now that Will, and Will's part of it. My bad, I forgot Will. Yeah. So now that Will is safe.
The mystery of him, yeah.
He's safe now. So Mike doesn't have that drive. They're trying to base the drive off of the love of 11.
Right.
And keeping her safe.
Right.
But she can kind of hold her own.
Always.
So now you're kind of in the way.
But now, from her point of view, she sort of understands the meaning and essence of family versus before.
Yeah.
Just being an outsider with powers. Mm-hmm. Being around Jim Hopper shaped her and changed her.
Ooh, how it did.
She knows what a father is now.
Mm-hmm.
And this season, she understood and learned what it was like to lose somebody that was raising and playing that role. Giving you a roof over your head, feeding you, clothing you, giving you your own personal space in the room, 4 walls, TV, television, entertainment. That was new to her.
Yeah. Season
2, she was trying to find her family, go back and see where mom was and find other people out there that was like her, which she did. But then she realized, I miss my friends. So she learned all these human emotions being around us. Mm-hmm. Even though she still had those to a degree, she had to go through something tragic to understand from our point of view how we feel when things happen, when light turns to dark, when dark turns to light. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was like good progression on her end. And I feel with season 3 was the most emotional out of all because all the characters going through that level of maturity, they're getting older, they're adults, They want to experience things, love life, working, having a job, or leaving old childish things behind, but still holding on to it to the degree, keeping their friend circle, but getting new friends, venturing out, talking to girls. It was a dramatic change on everything because you saw some were growing up and then a few didn't want to grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that was great because these are the things that happen in everyday life. There's people that still go through that. And I thought that was a great transition coming into Stranger Things 3 because it shows the evolution of everybody and that different people are going down different paths. There's still going to be a family, but there's going to be a new journey for all of them individually. Not together, but individually. But it's going to take like an event or a catastrophe to bring them back together because they know how important this town is and how big these events have brought them together. And I think that's really cool, man.
And that's one thing, too, because when you look at it, from the standpoint of Maxine, she befriended 11.
Right.
First time 11 had a friend that's a girl because Mike has always just been there.
It was a mutual respect this time. Before it was
she did not like it. She thought she wanted Mike
being replaced.
Yeah. And that wasn't the case.
I agree.
But she understands that she loves Lucas.
And like you said, Max came to her, which made her the bigger person because 11 didn't know how to handle that. She had never been in that situation, but it was Max that showed her what it was like to be a young woman, be a woman, and to make your own decisions and stand on your own. Yeah. So Mike would not take advantage of her.
Because Mike was doing that.
And Max really cared as a friend because she was around. She's a part of the circle now.
They was able to really make a
Since
great
I'm
bond.
the only girl in here, well, let me go reach out to 11 and let her know things are not what they seem and we're just friends. And they came to me. I didn't come to them. Yeah. Because she didn't know. She was gone for that period of time. She was out in the woods, just her and Hopper. So that return I thought was epic. And for me, that was like the introduction of that brand new beginning. Seeing them, I was like, okay, well now that 11 and Max are solid, they're going to bring this team back together. Yeah. Even though they're still kind of departing, it's going to be the girls that bring the boys back together. And the girls were really holding the show and the season on their back. They were the anchors.
They were.
And I had no problem with that because they earned that title. Yeah. They were anchoring the show.
They took it's funny because Winona Ryder, Joyce, her character was driven because of Will also. Facts. So you have these characters like Jonathan, the brother, Nancy, stuff like that, and Will was a center for their energy, where they were going, why they were doing things. Is to say, Will's safe now. So then you think, what are we supposed to do? So now you have Mad Max and 11 coming together, building a squad. Yep. Now you have Jonathan and Nancy coming together, a couple relationship, building a squad.
Trying to figure out what happened to the kids.
Dustin comes back in town like, yo, guess what I kept caught on? He has his own squad. And now Lucas, Will, and Mike, I feel, have to find out where they belong. Right. But I notice about Lucas. Lucas get in where he fit in. Yep. Because Lucas is one of my favorite characters also. And the reason why is because even though he is not the most in-your-face character, he always has a lasting impression. Because the fireworks was his idea. Right. That motherfucker, when he hit Billy up his head with that slingshot, bro, he fucked him up quick. Oh, yeah.
His thought process is very different, but Lucas is open-minded, too.
Yeah.
He's open for ideas, and he's kind of, let me figure out what I need to do first, and then let me figure out where my friends need to be at. Because he feels like, if something goes bad, I need to have a plan. Not only for me and Max, but, just everyone else. But I got to figure out where I need to, like you said, what I need to do. Yeah. And that's the thing that Lucas has always been like. That's what his thought process has always been. He's always been like, well, what do I need to do? And then I think about everybody. Everybody else comes second. Yeah. And now that he's got Max as a girl now, he's kind of understood that I have to change my way of thinking now because what I do and the decision I make can also affect her. He's matured now. You know what I'm saying? So
he's the most mature out of everybody.
You can see the dividedness as far as like growth and maturity. And it shows that character development like, man, they still want to do this. Lucas is over here, but he wants to bring his friends, but then he kind of doesn't want Max to lose interest. Yeah. So it's like 50, he kind of feels conflicted, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like most guys, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, well, yeah, I love Max, man. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, it's cool, but
I'm growing up.
We got girls now.
And one thing about...
You thought we was just going to stick around? That was a great scene.
I felt for Will for that, for the most part. Will, in season 1 and 2, was always captured by something, and...
So he missed out.
He missed out of the surreal growth, the adventure, to save Will.
Yeah.
He was the hostage.
He was in a survival mindset all the time.
And when you had Lucas, Dustin, and Mike, and 11, Jim, and Joyce, Jonathan, Nancy.
Yeah.
Fuck. They all went to save you. Even Steve.
They had a search party and everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And realistically, everything changed for them.
Right.
And they rescued Will. But then Will, you know, he didn't experience that journey to maturity.
Right.
Because
he did all the kid stuff, you know, riding bikes and...
That's fun.
Yeah.
But that experience to save somebody...
Make mistakes.
Be almost killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That he was already in that situation.
He was the one they were saving.
Right.
So I kind of felt for him because he was trying to kind of really keep the group together to a degree, but they grew up.
He felt like he was losing something, and I think because he missed out, he didn't understand why they didn't want to do this. So I don't fault him for it because his house was the beacon. That's where they hung out. That's where they played Dungeons & Dragons. It was always let's go to Will's house. Will's house was the place to go. Had the basement, you know what I'm saying? They had the game.
Well, that was Mike.
Mike, you know, the movies and stuff like that. But I think he was the one that kind of set it up. Yeah, my bad. But you're right. I just think that may change now with this next coming season. I feel like he will step into his own shell and he's going to do some different things because I think because of what's happened to him in the previous season, I think it's going to finally change him. I think he finally understands that, hey, they're going to go on without me if I don't change up and, you know, grow up as well. So they're still cool with me, but I got to make some changes in my life and to figure out where they are and why they are at where they are. So I think it's confusing for him now, but I think he's going to come through. And then plus he was always under his family. His mom kind of nurtured him.
Yeah.
And I think that was another factor as well too as to why he is the way he is.
Mm-hmm. Joyce and Jim Hopper, bro.
Their relationship is a lot stronger than ever.
That motherfucker said, "Why don't y'all just have sex and get it over with?" You're getting on my nerves.
That guy knows, man.
He did the same thing with Nancy and Jonathan.
Nancy and Jonathan, he knows. How was the pullout? He's dope, man.
What was his name?
I forget.
I forgot his name.
But I know he had all that government intel. He was into the conspiracy theories. He was a dope character, man.
Dope character. Jim Harper, bro.
Yeah, he had a lot to do this season. He was very involved with the action.
Yeah.
He had a lot to do.
There's one guy I liked in this Alec. The Russian guy. I liked him, bro. I liked him, man.
Smart.
I liked him, man. He was handcuffed and shit.
Hey, he said, you know what? I'm going to stick around. These are some nice hostages. I could have left at any time, but you know what? It ain't so bad.
But then it was at that point where it was like, yo, Hopper made us put, if he goes back untouched, they're going to kill him anyway.
They're going to kill him.
So he was like, fuck this. Let me help these niggas out so I can be safe.
Yeah.
Loved him, man.
You got ice cream out of it. You got to watch Looney Tunes. He was winning.
He got to live a life that he never got to experience.
Smoked him a few cigars. He was chilling.
He was like, in the Looney Tunes.
He got to see what a Quickie Mart looks like. He probably ain't been outside in months.
Probably, but you know that culture, man.
Yeah.
He was smart, so he probably never got a chance to play with toys or even experience cartoons.
He was very amazed by that stuff, the little things that we take for granted. Yeah. He was amazed by it.
Yeah, I love that. They showed the innocence of him.
Yeah.
And
and shout out to the Russian representation, the subtitles and him learning and having the guy translate. That was dope.
That was tight. One of the other things, and then we're gonna move on with the acting, man.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite characters in here was Arnold Schwarzenegger's cousin. That motherfucker was tight, bro. He was tight.
He was fired, man.
He fucked Harper up, bro.
He was menacing and scary. The first time he came on the screen, I said, we got the T-800 up in this piece. Like, what is going on? And then the dum-dum. Him walking
They played the mute.
Very, very Terminator-esque. And this was 85. That original movie came out 84. And I'm like, they're really basing this, and this is inspired off of part 1.
Bro, he had the haircut, bro. He had the haircut.
Same jacket.
The boots, man.
I seen all, solid, bro. Very minimal talking. When he did, it was like, okay,
the step on the grass.
Yeah.
Bruh, come on.
That was tight.
Motorcycle.
Him walking through the carnival looking for them. And it was like a Kyle Reese, Sarah Connor situation, Joyce. I was like, this is dope.
This was tight, man.
And instead of him being chasing the car, he's chasing them through the maze. Hopper had sense. He said, I got to get up out of here. Joyce, get the car started.
Get the car. He knew he couldn't beat him, bro. He tried, though.
He tried,
but that fool was just
6 shots. I was like, oh, damn, he got a Kevlar vest. Get up out of here, Jim.
Yeah.
He knew. Got a few hits in. He started hitting that ribcage. It was a wrap.
Yeah.
Ah!
That mother freak was tight, bro. Yeah. I really enjoyed his shit. Yeah. Now,
We have villains here too, yeah. We had a lot of villains. This was a villain heavy season.
Oh yeah, man, because we had
so much threats, so much at stake.
All right. Let's just have fun with this shit.
Break it. Let's do it.
Stranger Things season 3. We just ran down the characters real quick for you guys.
So
you guys
much,
get a taste of it.
So much.
You know what I mean? But it's more to this story. This is probably one of the best stories of Stranger Things because you didn't have an upside down world. The upside down came in your world. And it had a host. And it took Billy from season 2.
Billy Hargrove, yeah.
And this motherfucker did a phenomenal job as a villain.
I agree. Yeah, his acting was really great here. He had a lot to do, and he even added to the intensity of the season. His setup was great in the last season.
How he was taking people, bro.
We still don't know exactly what his goal was. We didn't get a chance to really experience him because the host took him. But he had some other mystery to unlock.
Oh man, they unlocked a lot.
Yeah, and there was a lot of conspiracy behind him because what was the connection really between him and Max? They didn't have the same last names or anything like that. They were stuck together because of a program or some type of conspiracy.
Yeah.
We didn't know much about the parents because they were gone most of the time. They lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Like a few blocks down from the school, well, miles actually. And Max was the only one that was really innocent. I feel like Billy had some intel and some knowledge. And before we could find out what had happened, he got taken over. He had a link to something. And I guess because he wasn't around with Max, the mom and dad, or supposedly whoever they are, spies or whatever, realized he was making mistakes and people were getting too close to finding out about them. And so he cracked down on him. And I think he was in a situation where it was life or death. It never really got that far. But we saw this man get threatened in his own home.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, damn, what? Why did? And then it made me question, why did the host pick him? It had to have been for a reason. Maybe because of his intensity and because of his rawness.
His anger.
The anger. He had something that the host was feeding on.
Yeah.
And he was like that normally.
Carnage.
But that host enhanced it.
Yeah.
Like you said, he was that dude. He was a body snatcher. He's just taking them, recruiting people.
He was just taking people, man. That old lady was eating shit, bruh.
Man.
And how they would decompose. Them people ain't come back, G. They
Nothing.
gone.
That's it.
They killed a lot of people.
And that creature was getting bigger and bigger, involving off of their DNA, off of their memories, taking their brain. Everything that they had, they sucked the life out of them. And it was just growing and growing.
I was like, damn, they ain't coming back.
Yeah.
They was like, fuck.
I was like, shout out to the Thing and the Blob. That was dope.
Bruh, that CG was fire this season, bruh.
Again, cinematic. Did not feel like a series, but it is. It was movie quality.
That monster came running down that aisle. He fucked up Jonathan, threw that motherfucker over there. He was about to kill Nancy, bruh. It was over, dog.
The whole paranoia and all that. Who's human and who hasn't been taken over. That's that Thing shit, man. Like,
and Billy really embodied it.
Yeah.
He really embodied it, man. It was seeing him because, you know,
anti-hero, good, bad, good kid trying to be good, fighting evil.
He was trying to fight that shit.
Yeah, he was trying.
It took him.
He almost got out. He almost got out, and it brought him right back. And I'm glad he got a chance to redeem himself at the end of the show. His sister, man, like that arc of him and Max came full circle. That was a nice, satisfying conclusion for those two, because the last season they weren't really close like that. It was like Rebel Without a Cause, and there was a lot of animosity.
Yeah.
He didn't want her to go anywhere, but because if she got out, then he would get punished for her mistakes. But this time around, it was like, it's my sister. And her, it was like, this is my brother. I don't understand him, but hey, he's all I got. Yeah. So she accepted those facts and just learned that he wasn't really perfect, but he was around though.
She did a good job, man, when she was looking at him.
I felt like she saved him in a sense mentally, because when he saw her, those memories came into play that allowed him to be that sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I think it was Max, even though he died, she saved him in those final moments.
Yeah.
Because he was able to remember when he saw her. And when he brought her back, he snapped out of it for a little bit. But
he was holding on for 11. We didn't really talk much about 11. I thought 11's growth was really good. She's coming into her own.
She had the most emotional weight in the season.
Oh, yeah,
I believe.
She did. She's trying to figure out things. Boys, being a teenager.
Because she's
Hopper.
not just a mystery anymore. She's part of the crew. She's a best friend now. And she's a daughter figure now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? She understands what family is now. This was all new to her before.
And she lost her powers, G.
Yeah.
She
So
lost
she's
her
vulnerable
freaking
now.
power. She's really vulnerable now.
So our Supergirl is one of us now,
Yeah.
like literally.
And now she has to find out where she fits in because she
Right.
was the girl with superpowers.
Yep.
She was the
OP.
She can do anything she wanted to, and now she doesn't have those abilities.
Right.
So who is 11? Who is Ale?
Right.
That's season 4 type shit.
That's season 4 type stuff, man.
That's just pros and cons, man. You got any pros, any cons, man?
I'll say a few cons. I wanted to dive a little bit more into the mayor's backstory, and just I wanted to focus a little bit more on him, like the law side of things, the politics side of things, because we saw him building and trying to get this fair going, but we never really understood what his plans were, and we knew that he was being manipulated. I felt like that guy was set up to be the villain, but we didn't see enough of him. But this, again, still kind of falls into a pro because that was the tropes and the cliches in 80s movies.
Yeah.
The head honcho was always treated like the big bad boss when it was the henchman, that was really the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator, T-800.
He called that fool up to kill
The mayor was the side man. You know what I mean? He's calling the shots, but he's not really involved.
Yeah.
You got your henchmen and, mid-level bosses doing the dirty work.
Yeah.
And then the Russians being, involved with the military. That's 80s tropes.
Hopper fucked him up.
But they flipped it.
He beat the shit out that damn mayor.
Oh, yeah.
He beat the shit out that mayor.
And I like how this is also good casting because the Duffer Brothers really watched 80s movies. You took all these actors from that era and you reinvented them and put them in an old school sci-fi setting, letting them play against the characters that they played decades ago in their younger careers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Saying like, hey, these are the guys that play those kind of characters. Let's reinvent them and make them new characters, but still put them in that realm again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. Carrie Always, man. Men in Tights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The recent Saw movies. Like, I like how they take actors of the past and reinvent them. Yeah. But not only doing that, you're taking actors that were big in that decade and you're bringing them back in a decade where you're celebrating the 80s. It's just a celebration on all ends.
Brendan Fraser's next.
You feel me? And then season 2, we had Sean Astin, playing Bob. He was great. Goonies.
Poor Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
He was rare. He was a rare character.
And I like Bob, man. But
yeah. Easy peasy, man.
He got 8, man. 8 that nigga Bob.
His sacrifice was great, though.
Oh, yeah.
He saved them.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I have a con. I didn't like the fact that the scientists didn't come back, really. Season 2, the teacher, she used him in the beginning to learn about the magnet. But
Mr. Clark.
He's
going to have a big arc probably next season.
Because I was expecting to have an arc this season.
This was a situation where they kind of really didn't need him because they took all the knowledge and evidence that he taught them in the first 2 seasons. So I felt like that they were stronger on their own this time around. That's where the maturity came in. But that knowledge did come up when the shit hit the fan. When they were trying to figure out the coding
and the magnets and shit.
Yeah, how the weapons were being created. So they took what he taught them, and because Dustin and them, they're knowledgeable in that stuff. They was like, man, remember what Mr. Clark told us?
Yeah.
They started talking about the equations and all that stuff, and Erica came with the numbers, added her element to it. They figured it out. Robin had the codes. She was able to speak Russian, so all the key players was there.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he was kind of a missing link. But he did show up here and there, but it was snippets.
Yeah, because he was just explain the magnet and why and
because the other one, like the last season, was about him explaining the interdimensional of opening other gateways and the time traveling.
Oh shit, he might do come season 4 because I think
and atoms and neurons. Yeah, because remember they were trying to figure out how to close the upside down and how gateways were formed. So it was more of a dimensional thing. So I think that was different. This was more about how weapons and stuff were created.
Well, I thought I wanted more of him, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Season 4 might be something to look forward to with him.
They might really need him this time around.
Yeah, because of the Hopper situation.
There you go.
Another con of mine. It's really not a con. It was just it's Robin.
Okay.
Robin. We thought
that was a con.
We thought Robin had a thing for Steve, and they were really getting close, and it was like good friendship, and a little bit of time. And she had made this spill about her being obsessed with Steve in school, and under the truth serum, she explained the obsessed situation is because she was obsessed, or she liked a girl who was obsessed with Steve, and she couldn't fathom why she liked him so much.
Yeah.
So what that ended up doing is making her obsessed with him. trying to crack his code so she can get with the girl.
Right.
So basically, without saying it, they kind of said that she might be gay. I don't think she's been with any girl.
No.
And she had a thing for a female. And I hate that because their chemistry was just phenomenal. Like,
that truth serum unlocked so much. That conversation got deep, like 100%.
Start talking about love and the girl he loved.
About dying and...
Because he never said he loved her, he said he liked her.
Yeah.
He said, I like this girl, and
he told her how he was feeling, and it wasn't even describing her, but she picked up on it. It was vice versa on both ends.
Do you think she told him that so he wouldn't get close? Because I'm honest.
I think she did that for personal reaction to see what he would say after the fact. I think it was more of a test.
I don't think she gay, man.
Because they got too close, and then after they escaped, they got even closer when they went back to the theater and snuck into Back to the Future. Mm-hmm. The bathroom scene, they really got close.
I don't think...
And they start spilling guts. Now it becomes an emotional thing because I better say everything I need to say to her right now because I might not have the chance to. I might die.
I might die.
They both felt that way. That's why they both start coming out. And then the serum started wearing off. She was still going.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve's still on that. He's still on that ship. But she woke up out of it.
She woke out.
She's still going though.
She got emotional.
Yes.
She got real emotional. Robin got real emotional with that.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I don't think she gay, man. I think she was obsessed with the girl.
It's too soon. It could be a twist. They could be throwing us for a loop.
They gotta be because I think
she's straight.
I mean, it doesn't matter if she's gay or straight.
She still works as a character.
But I like their chemistry. They need to be together. Steve needs one.
He needs somebody.
He needs.
Give him a W.
He lost Nancy to Jonathan.
Yeah.
Which they have the perfect relationship.
They do.
And Steve needs her, man. It just works.
I think karma needs to come his way because he was so good to those kids, protecting them. He found balance and he gave himself something to do, and those kids kept him busy. Being around Dustin, being a big brother to him, teaching him, about different hairstyles and girls and things like growing up, just being around somebody a little bit older, kind of shaped him and made him a better person and gave him purpose and made Dustin a better person and made him appreciate himself. So I think this was a gift from God to make him a better man, putting this girl in this corner, getting that job. Maybe that job was meant for him to have.
At the end when they went to the video store, she know all the movies. Steve don't know shit. She's a pop
culture head, bro.
Steve don't know shit.
She's the perfect chick.
She check this out. He gonna bring the girls in, and
she knew what he was good at.
Yep.
But she said that's why you need to hire him. He may not be well crafted in this area, but you gonna have customers.
He gonna bring them ladies in. And they gonna be
let me be the encyclopedia. Let him bring the hook.
Yeah.
Let him be that.
I like
that
Robin,
was respect.
Man. I hope season 4 they get together.
And like you said, Team Dustin, this is a good foundation squad because you got Erica, young girl, knowledgeable, also nerd.
She's your muscle.
Yeah. Dustin, also nerd, knowledgeable, and inventor. You got Robin, knowledgeable, movie buff. She multiple languages, all that stuff. Good friend. Steve, hero, brother, sister, father figure, all that.
Heart, yeah.
That's a solid foundation.
They good.
I think they're gonna be together like those next few seasons. You're gonna see a lot of adventures with them, just focusing on them.
And I like that.
And I think Robin's also gonna be cool with Dustin and Erica now because they went through so much being stuck in that military bunker.
Oh yeah.
You learn so much about them, and then just them being scared, but relying on one another to ease that tension. Mm-hmm. They got through it, and it was a life or death situation. This happened in season 2 as well. They were having fun. Erica had never been in a situation like this. But you got this young black girl. It's like, I want to get back to my family. But if we going to get through this, y'all need to listen to what I'm saying. This is what we need to do.
She took control, man.
I love that.
She was like, y'all doing this shit wrong. We do this, we going to die.
She could have easily been sidelined, but that was not the case. The Duffers brothers said, no, we're going to put her here for the reason.
Shout out to the Duffer brothers for that,
right.
Man. Y'all made that black girl tight, bro.
Yes. She took control. She made sense. She had common sense. And she was funny about it because everything she said was a reality. It made sense.
And she held her own.
And got closer to Dustin at the same time. He was like, wait a minute. Damn, okay, all right.
She had all that gear on. Yeah. Knee pads and shit.
It started to turn into the Goonies Part 2.
Yeah.
Because those are the kids. The grown-ups got captured. The kids got away.
Yeah.
And came back and saved them. Yeah. And it was like, okay, now it's our turn. Steve got to play hero again, looking good in front of Robin. She was impressed by that. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And remember when they got captured?
Yeah.
Don't die on me, Steve. Steve, wake up.
She saved him, man.
She was nervous.
Yeah. See,
Steve,
that's what I'm saying.
Wake up, Steve. Come on. Can you hear me? Are you conscious?
He was all bloody and beat up.
Yeah.
Like it's more to her, man. I hope those two get together, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see that just be a friend thing, because it's going to be that it should have happened.
It's going to. I feel like it is. I'm going to just call it. Yeah, it's going to happen. And I can't wait for that to see that. Yeah.
Joyce and Hopper, bruh. This whole thing with these two characters, man.
Hey, Joyce stepped up this season, man.
Yeah. Now when she threw that gun,
I mean,
and it went past him to Arnold.
Oh yeah, 80 strokes. 80 strokes.
That fool look. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Don't.
She threw the gun and he went right to this nigga, bro. Oh,
teamwork though.
Oh yeah, they did their thing, man.
We never really seen her go out on a mission with Hopper like
because
that.
It was always Will.
Yeah.
Now that Will's out the play,
phone calls, calling Jim, and
like
all that.
now it's more of what can you do.
Right.
And the Duffers did a really good job with these characters by telling us what they can do on their own.
Yep.
Without
when pushed to the limits.
Will, he was good for that, letting you know the nigga's near.
Yeah.
But everybody else found their own. Nancy and Jonathan, bro.
Yeah.
They went in, man. They had their job at the newspaper. They got fired from that. They had that rabbit rat run around and he exploded, and the old lady over there eating shit.
Oh, and the dude that was that made her run the errands, getting everybody coffee stuff. Gary Busey's son.
Yeah,
Jake
man.
Busey. Yeah, throwback.
They
were evil, bro.
They were fucked up.
He got taken over too.
Yup. That motherfucker went there because the head of the thing was the girl with the big eyes.
The boss, yeah.
Yeah, her daddy and shit.
The guy that was running the company.
Fucked him up, my nigga.
Yeah, they got him.
Hit that nigga with a bottle, nigga. I don't know what he's on, but please, daughter. I felt so bad for everybody because
you should have took my offer, Nancy.
They not coming back.
I know.
They're dead, bro. Like, this show did something that none of the other ones did. Niggas died and they ain't coming back.
A lot of fatalities this season.
Where was those bullies at though?
Man,
the ones that bullied Will and them.
Oh.
Where were they at, bro?
They probably got taken too. I'm pretty sure. I think they got taken too.
I don't know if you noticed, but I think the little kid that's in Cobra Kai, the short guy, I would call him Billy.
Yeah.
I think he was one of those kids walking.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I was like, is that the name from Cobra Kai?
That
the one that was looking at black booties and shit? Yeah. But let's just go ahead and do it, man. This show ends with heartbreak.
Oh, yeah.
Joyce and Hopper. What's the scientist's name, man?
The
one that was speaking Russian, man. Damn, I can't even think of it right now.
I'm trying to think.
Well, why you think, man?
The new guy, right?
No, he was on season 2. The FBI, like he was the conspiracy guy. One with the beard. He was speaking Russian to the Russian dude, Alec.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about. Yeah, the one they stayed at his place.
Yeah. So they went there to close the Upside Down. The Russians basically were trying to open the Upside Down back up. I don't know why. By doing this, it triggered. What's the creature name?
The Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon, right? It triggered him, and he started to come back. So Hopper, Joyce infiltrates the Russian faculty or whatever. Funny part, he told him, he said, if anybody comes talk to you and you can't speak Russian, just smile and grin. And if who walks up to him, they're like,
yeah.
And they just go about their life. So before they can shut off the laser device, before that shit go down and shit, you know what I'm saying? We have the saddest scene ever, bro. Hopper fights for his life because Arnold comes back for vengeance.
Final battle, yeah.
Bro, when he tagged his face with that thing.
Yeah, that was epic.
He threw that nigga in that sheet, bro. I knew he was going to go in there. I said, this nigga's going to die by
He got that one hit. He had to.
He knocked him in there. He's dead.
Because Terminator would have killed him right there. And it really been sad.
And Jim Hopper, when he threw him into the laser beam or whatever, it caused a magnetic energy force. So he couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, shit. And Joyce...
the machine reacted to the hit, yeah.
And Joyce is looking at him. And Hopper's like, do it. I can't. It's over. And I'm like, oh shit, man, no one gonna be able to save him, yo. Damn, this is fucked up.
What was your first thought though? He died.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm talking about when it happened. Like, I was like, he's gonna die.
Cause you know the rules. If we don't see it,
and that's where I'm going. So Hopper dies, explodes, and you see the scientists, they pop,
disintegrated, melt.
But Hopper doesn't.
Right.
And I'm thinking because he probably was part of the force field.
And so he's inside of it now. That's
he's
what
inside the force field, which.
Or before the reactor hit, he probably went down, jumped down that stairwell. Because there was two ways out. He either went inside or he jumped down that stairwell.
But he would have came back. He would have came back if he jumped down the stairwell.
I don't know. I'm just thinking because we never really saw it, and he was underneath it. He was like lower down. Because like you said, so the force probably picked him up. That's probably the only logical thing.
I think
he's in the upside down.
I think they did teleportation with him. I think he got teleported because, regardless of what I'm thinking now, but in that moment it was very emotional.
Oh yeah.
Because tears dropped from my eyes. Because Jim Hopper, bruh, is just that dude. Season 1, he was one hitter quitter. He was knocking them scientists and shit out with one hitter. Just he was tagging them up, bruh. Season 2, still getting it in, but not as much as season 1. And then this one, he just grew. He was just a different Jim, but he still was Jim.
Yeah, he had a lot of humor. He was just trying to reconnect with everybody. I think that's what it was. He was just trying to earn his place.
And when he talked to Mike and shit, he told Mike, you know what I mean?
Playing dad now.
He's playing dad. And
he understands what it's like to have a kid again. Because remember, he had a family.
And it just touched me so much watching that because I was so emotional. I was like, damn, man, Hopper gone, man. And then the scene, then they do a little separation. You know, Joyce, Will, Jonathan, and 11 move away. Which I thought was like, damn, that's effed up. And then the rest of the squad stays. Then I start questioning shit. Like, who's watching Max? And then they show a Russian scene where one of those demigorgons or whatever is eating people.
Yeah.
And they're like, not the Americans. And I'm like,
not
what?
Not the American. Who?
Who is
only one.
I think Jim Hopper teleported to Russia, bro.
Yeah. That's tight.
I think he teleported to Russia, man.
That's got to be the only thing. And I think they did that for a reason because while everybody was weeping and sobbing, they said we got to throw this mid-credit scene in there. And we was like, oh, wait a minute, because I'm sitting there and I look up and then it's the scene.
Because it just showed like the smoke or the little residue or whatever.
You know how it ends, yeah. It goes, the music and then Stranger. They do a good job of teasing you because they do that MCU effect where it's, all right, it's over. New scene comes up. And then after the mid credits, and then they go Stranger Things 3, and then the credits are all they got me. All right.
That was just, I think Hopper's alive.
But I love the setup of making me believe something I thought happened, and it didn't. That kept me on edge.
So the Russians got some of those upside down niggas, man.
Yeah.
The Russians got some of them.
Cause it was acknowledged in season 2. There was more than one way in. We thought it was just one opening.
Yeah.
And it was closed.
Mm-hmm.
But they found out that there was other areas that was being opened and explored on. Now the town knows about it too. Season 2, everybody remember it was a secret in season 1.
And in season 3, there was like people just mysteriously missing.
Right.
This is going down.
Now it's an invasion of body snatchers.
Exactly.
Now. So it got real this season.
It got really real. And then 11 lost her power, so we're concerned about how she's gonna be able to take on because honestly, without 11, you really can't beat this.
Yeah.
Because the only way they beat is because they closed the door. Because the door was slightly open. That's why he was able to come out.
Yeah, it's funny because you can see the evolution.
11, bro.
The first half of the season was very heavy on the mystery and the whole setup, and then like that middle half of the season was like full on sci-fi horror, and then the third was like action suspense. Like it got real towards the end because now it's like life or death. People are being hunted. People are being chased. The Russians they found out that they got exposed and secrets were uncovered.
That is such an 80s idea. Put some Russians in there.
Oh, it was great. But it worked. Duffer Brothers knows how to take a trope and cliche, flip it, and make it interesting and fun. Yeah, even though you've been there, done that, it was still exciting to see because they were pulling it off in a new setting.
Yeah,
it was great. So that's the thing of tasteful nostalgia, where it's not like beating you over the head. It's just like, hey, remember this, but this is what we're gonna do with it. It's always fresh, no matter what. We remember it. But I want to see how they do it.
I want to see how they do it. And they did a phenomenal job with this. Oh, man. Yeah. I can't.
The ending for me
show, man.
Was very impactful and very emotional, just on all things, like seeing everyone go their separate ways. Dustin proving to everybody that he did have a girl and that he did a lot of stuff over in summer camp. So I love that introduction. That was beautiful to me.
Yeah, there was a little song and shit. Yeah, Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story. That was tight. Him and Susie Poo, man.
I thought she was asking him to say, "You love me."
I thought so too.
I was like, "Oh man," because
he was like, "Oh shit."
I'm like,
don't make me do it, man. Come on.
Don't make me do it.
Come on, Dusty Bun. You remember we talked about this already calling shots? He was like, please don't make me say it. Shit. Oh, that was funny.
And he straight sang a Never Ending Story, bro.
That's that little vocals, though.
And the way Erica looked was like,
yeah.
That shit was funny, yo.
You weak. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love that character.
Yeah.
Man. I like her, man.
And I really hope we see more of Susie in the next season because she's going to be a great addition.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have a lot of foundation, a lot of friendship. She's definitely going to be around. I think she's probably going to move into Hawkins, Indiana, because unless she's on the other side of the world right now.
Who?
His girlfriend, Susie.
Nah, I don't think she's kind of young, right?
I don't know.
It depends where next season.
We met her at camp. He met her at summer camp.
It depends where this next season starts. Because season 4 might start. Who knows? 2-3 years down the line.
That would be interesting.
This was 84.
85. Summer 85. Yeah.
They might come summer 88.
That would be interesting if they skipped that would be interesting.
Because they getting too big. I mean, Lucas' hands is goddamn this big.
Yeah. I mean, I would not be mad if they were like, oh, okay, college now or something. That would be kind of cool. Because now you have room to bring in like 5, 6 characters, not just 2 or 3. Now you can say like, hey, they met other people. Yeah. That's what it is. The town's gotten different. They've rebuilt it because of all the destruction.
Yeah.
New businesses are being opened. Security's tighter now. NASA's getting involved. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can go crazy with it now. Because now you're kind of you're closer getting into the realm of technology being modernized. Not so much, but the thought of it.
Yeah.
Of the invention of it. And I think that's cool.
And personally, I wouldn't mind seeing the guys throw some bows a couple times.
Yeah.
Because the kid, that's a con for me.
Yeah.
The kid aspect of it is really getting cliche. Like every time, like Billy comes up, bruh, and I told you about it. Like, come on, my nigga. It's 7 of us. Let's jump this nigga.
Facts.
Why are we sitting there letting them beat us up one by one?
Right.
Man, somebody sock this nigga, man.
It's like Kung Fu movies. We're waiting for the next 5 minutes to jump in.
Yeah.
Like, just come after them. Jackie Chan did that stuff.
Oh, they hit that nigga with some shit across his head. Will would have came through. Bow.
It's like chess. Whoever's there is getting hit.
Yeah.
Make a move.
And I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that shit. I'm like, that's the con for me.
That's the interesting thing if they were to skip a few years. But I'm like, I love that idea. And then at the same time, I'm selfish because I kind of want to spend a little bit of time through each year because I like being an age and I don't want it to end so soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of want to hold on to it because it's kind of dear to me. You know what I mean?
Bruh, they gave Erica Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
She finna bring a new character in that beach.
Oh, yeah. She's got her squad. Remember her friends.
She finna bring a new character in there, bruh.
And they're probably going to be helpful and they're going to be doing stuff too. They're going to be involved with that.
Man.
It's going to turn into like a triple threat squad or something. It's going to be crazy.
Dustin, man, Dustin stepped it up this season because last season he was getting on my nerves. They was really trying to find themselves, but for the most part, Stranger Things season 3 is freaking fire, man.
Oh, it was epic, man. It was like everything that I expected. Very cinematic, and this is one of those few shows that I say that's rarely and it's binge worthy.
Yeah.
Like you have to finish it. Like you can't take a break from this, watch one, and come back.
Yeah.
Unless you just don't have the time. But it's so cinematic to where you have to keep going. Questions are left unanswered. Mystery's still there, and you just want to know what's happening next because it's moving at such an upbeat pace. And these characters are just they're memorable, man, and they're likable. We love them. So I think that's the strength of the storytelling because we like them and we love following them. Mm-hmm. If they don't work, the show doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
These characters are strong and they do leave a lasting impression.
And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and well, 2 things. Music is always phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
shit's lit.
Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein, epic composers, man.
And I like the fact that some of the kids are bigger stars than others, but you didn't get that. Hollywood didn't control this.
Oh, agreed.
You see what I'm saying? Like we all know Millie Bobby Brown. It's
very contained. It's very respectable. It's level.
They all got their own time to shine.
I agree.
Everybody got to be tight. There's not one person in there that didn't get a chance to be tight. Hopper got served up, but he got a chance to come back twice to beat Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Because that's what happens.
Joyce,
you love to see the hero get beat down and come back.
Joyce was just at work.
Yeah.
The whole town was like going out of business or something. Like everything was changing. The mall came in and took all the business. And all the little stores and stuff. Joyce was a mom, but when shit hit the fan, it was time to get things done. Joyce was there getting shit done.
Yep.
All the kids were tight. I hope they keep the same energy season 4. I would hate to know that, oh, we're just going to make it more about Millie now, and it's all about her, and you're like, well, what about Dustin and them, man? Like, you know, I want to see them too, you know?
Yeah.
They really put a lot of it together, and they did a phenomenal job, man. Let's grade this thing, man. You gave season 1
an A.
Season 2
an A.
What do you give season 3?
An A.
Triple threat.
That's right. Well
Triple
deserved, well earned for me.
I gave season 1 an A, season 2 an A-, and I'm giving season 3 an A+.
Tight.
This was the best season to me. So much action, so much depth. The villains, none of that cliche victory. We lost some.
Yeah.
They played David Bowie. Bruh, if you get me to start acting a little, kill Hopper, my nigga, what's up? You got something from me.
Yeah, it was special.
They did a good job, man. I don't think he's dead, but at that moment, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, he did write that letter though.
Yeah, and that letter was really cool, smooth. And when Millie was reading it, that was also very emotional too.
That was what hit.
That's when it was like, oh shoot, because he never gave her the letter.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, you know, this is.
And when they all came back after the event, the catastrophe, and she saw Joyce, but she knew something was up when Jim wasn't there. I was like, oh man. You know, everybody else came back.
Bruh, when that fool said,
just like,
where's Jim? And Joyce was like,
yeah, she just, Eleven's face, like she said so much without saying anything. It was great. It was a great scene of just silence and emotion. It was perfect.
it was sad, bro.
I felt it.
They did a good job.
Joyce told her everything just by her looking at Joyce and not seeing him. I was like, yeah, that was impactful.
And I love the fact that we lost 2 because we lost Billy.
Yeah.
And we lost Jim, and it made it more realistic. Because the other ones, no one died. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like nothing that serious. But this...
it was still Discovery.
This whole town like got murked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, them motherfuckers dissolved into jelly and bones. And Jim died, and Billy died.
They're going to have to rebuild again because there's a lot of destruction to the town. A lot of jobs lost.
Because the mall closed down and everything. Yeah.
That got destroyed too, and they just built it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They put a lot of money in that set though. That was a dope looking mall. The hot dog on the stick and everything.
When Erica had that acid,
yeah,
she trying to drink that shit. That shit was funny. It's funny because this is God honest truth. My whole family's watching it. We were all sitting there watching it, and when they pulled out the canister, right? My daughter was like, "That's Ninja Turtles." I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, man, that's that Ninja Turtle, that Secret of the Ooze.
TCRI.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Freak.
No movie yet, but comic, yeah.
Hype, bro.
That is dope.
She's like,
Turtles was 80s.
That's Ninja Turtles, man.
We're going to get that next season watch.
Bro, come on, man.
You know we're going to get it next season.
Bro, if this fool Dustin makes an ectoplasmic, bro...
Because what, that would be, well, yeah, 86? Yeah, that's kind of when they started doing the issues and stuff. Yeah, 86.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
That would be tight.
Like, if they go on some Ghostbusters shit, like, they need weapons, man. I think Dustin, he's establishing, this nigga gonna make some weapons, bro.
I think that's gonna happen next season, because I tell you, he's the MacGyver of the group.
And 11 is done, as of right now.
Yeah.
So how do we fight off future threats?
They're going into Goonies mode. Now they're going to be full-on squad.
That fool gonna have some, man.
They're going to be a monster squad now.
That's going to
be tight, have weapons.
Man. But I hope you guys enjoyed the spoiler review. This was fun talking about it. So much. We didn't even scratch the surface.
It was more of an experience.
Yeah.
The way we were talking
Trust
about
us, guys. Go watch this show.
Please do.
If you haven't seen season 3, season 2, make sure you watch season 1, then season 2, then season 3. Do not skip, because you won't understand. You gotta watch it in that order, because otherwise you're just gonna be like, okay, I'll watch this, whatever. Okay, here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm J3.
Run the show, Genji. Cyberpedia.
If you're new to the channel, go ahead and push that subscribe button. Thumbs this video up, and don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We out.